Hello. I still need a new intro. Also, I forgot the beach noises. Give me a second to turn those on to improve the chill. Okay, hello. Also my AC is on because it's hot. So that's a thing that is happening. Just gonna get into it. The wrong brush. Key, hello. Victor, Anthony. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. It's over, hello. Yin Yang, hello. Not to make friends with strangers on the internet, it's true. And same. It didn't work out. Also same. I don't know if you can actually hear my phone when it goes off now, but I'm trying to make an effort to not confuse everyone. All you need is your parents' card. It's true. way, I think. The guy who found someone you followed on Twitter. Alright. Hello and welcome. Micah, hello. This is too big. This is probably fine. Maybe I want to bring this further back this way some. You like the music vibes? I don't know if I said that out loud or not, but I definitely read it a second ago, so I'm glad that you are enjoying the vibes. This way, probably that way. Yeah. That way. Something like that. Alright, let's make sense of some of these lines. Okay. Here. Gift me a bunch of subs. Oh no. I will not condone what is that? Fraud? Identity theft? One of those crimes. Don't do that thing. Closer to that, I think. Cannot be stopped. Oh no. Oh, so you're gonna get the Ariana Grande skin. That's fair. Ah. Hector, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it immensely. This feels like one of those drawings that I'm having like a lot of fun with the sketch on, and then when I actually have to figure out how these things go, I'm gonna be sad and not actually want to figure it out. That happens to me a lot. Let's say this comes a little further this way. I guess. I'm worried about these looking too layered outward, is the thing. I don't want it to look like bell bottoms or whatever. It's curved a little further that way. And this. And this will be more like that shape. Your muse. I'm legitimately not sure who you're talking about, because last I checked you seem to be Cecil's #1 fan. And that is not who this is. This way. That's too tall. I don't want it to be like too short, but this is probably as tall as it should be. I just don't want it to touch this little section here. I guess. Thank you, Juan Rodrigo. I'm glad that you like them. I don't really know why I'm putting an eyeline for him. I always do. Okay. It is official. It's canon now, or something. This feels too big. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I haven't put the beard in yet. Beard always like shrinks his face a little bit. Vera boy, hello. Starting the fan club. You can do it, I believe. This still feels too big. I feel like I do that probably 90% of the time. These boys' heads are just too large. Thank you for the subscription bar, I appreciate it. like that. And something like that. I'll have to figure that out a little bit more when I get there, but... should be a little further down. Seems to be like here. So this is like here. Sure. Okay. Oops. Line up these lines with that line. That's probably fine. Something about this face don't feel quite right to me, and I think it's because it's not like round enough when I put the beard in. Do I want to try and figure this out? Yeah, I guess I probably should. Let's make it while I figure this out. Like a little bendy bit in the middle, I guess. It's holding a water bottle, but I'm trying to make it very obviously a water bottle and not like some sort of nondescript, possibly like adult beverage. We'll see. But I think that might have helped it a little. Link! Thank you for the follow, Link. I appreciate it. I hope that you are doing well, wherever it is that you are. Probably bring that out here. Oops. Doing alright? I'm glad to hear that. This line is not in the right place anymore. Oops. Probably closer to there. Rico, hello. Okay. Guess it probably would be more like here. And maybe a couple of lines there. Today we've got a Felix drawing, because I haven't drawn Felix in a minute. Surprise, surprise, if you guys were wondering in the chat still. That is who this is now. Such a vibe. I'm glad that you're vibing. It's all about the chill vibes. I want this a little bit higher, I think. Because it's got to line up with like this over here. Even probably be like way up here. Something like that, I guess. Sure. Okay. So now let's actually figure out his head a little bit here. Because it was definitely too big before. Probably fine. Sure. I'm just gonna scroll that in up there. Something like that. And I don't really need to figure out this background as much. It's already kind of fairly in place, but I'm just sort of trying to eliminate the number of things I need to have on at one time. So I'm gonna just sort of casually and lightly, well, I guess not lightly because it's all black, but still, sort of more quickly denote where everything is gonna go, so I can turn off this other layer. You're also doodling? I'm glad. I hope your doodle is going well. Sure. See, the problem here is I don't know if this arm would be in front of this. No, I guess it would have to be if it's one way over here. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna go with, but I don't know if it's gonna be accurate. Let me just try moving it a little bit and see what happens. If I put it like over here a little bit more. Oh no. I don't want to do that. Sometimes my iPad doesn't like listening to me. Okay, so this will probably be a little more like that, and this way I don't have to worry about it as much. So the forearm is definitely going to be in front, but I don't know about the bicep. Like this, maybe? Does that look like something? We don't do accurate. Accuracy is important, okay? It's important to be accurate when you can. I'm going for like very large friend here, but the reference I'm looking at is very like lightweight fighter looking, I guess. And he is very, very heavyweight, I guess. Is it a way to describe what is the issue that I'm having? So like in the reference that I'm looking at, this person has like much smaller arms and the abs come like way over here. Like this whole spot is empty. So for this friend, we're just gonna make him lean forward a little, because it's a little less confusing to transpose the pose. Soft friend will punch is true. Okay. I'm spending too much time on that. That doesn't need to be. Labored so intensely over. I'm going to go with this color. I'm going to start over here. I should be on the right layer, I guess. That would be helpful, huh? Oh, let me see. Maybe a little thinner. Yeah. So it's been a while since I've said this, so I'm going to mention it now. But anytime you're doing your line art stuff, you never want to start with the face. Never do the face first. The temptation is always to start there, but you will sort of warm up the more you go. So by starting with the face, you kind of are not fully your best. And the face is where everyone's going to be looking. So I like to start with like the hands or an area that I'm fairly certain is going to bother me later. So that if I'm not like feeling it, I can just sort of delete the whole layer and start again. And it's not really like anything lost. I forget where I picked that up from. A little lesson. Actually, maybe I will leave that like that. Yeah. I was gonna have all three of his other fingers sort of together, but maybe I'll just leave these two. Generally, when I draw hands, this is true for like a lot of drawings of hands. Some of the fingers are always sort of together, and the index finger is almost always, like if there's one that's sort of off on its own doing its own thing, it's almost always the index finger. Whenever I draw hands, it's kind of like, it's almost sort of easier to think of it as like drawing mittens and then work backward from there. And I find that that's one of the easier ways for me to draw hands, I guess. In a way that like I am comfortable with later. I'm like, oh, I don't hate this hand. We're drawing Felix today, Micah. Felix the big friend. The biggest friend, I should say. Something about this is bothering me. Like, I feel like this should be in front of his bicep, but at the same time, I'm like 90% certain it will look weird and stupid, because that's not how that usually goes. I'm gonna try this instead. Maybe that'll make it make more sense. Not really. Just bring it to like here. That's a little bit better, but not by much. I think I'm just gonna leave it for now, and then we'll see how I feel about it later. I'll give it some time and then come back. It's true, Silver. Never an easy task. One of the main reasons is because it's like different for everyone a lot of the time. Like sometimes it sort of logically follows like the way that the muscles and like fatty tissues on a person like are arranged on a human skeleton, basically. So like it's likely that they will be in certain places versus others, but everyone's a little bit different, so it might be different on one person versus another. Which in some cases is kind of good because it gives you that like artistic liberty or whatever. Just sort of be like, oh, well that's just how it is for him. Or whatever. So what I want to do here is I want at least one part of this to be like very flat. And it'll help to sell that he's like leaning on this arm. I don't know. Maybe that works, maybe it doesn't. I'll find out later. This finger compared to the other is like very thick, so I'm trying to thin it out a little bit, but it should be good for this hand as well because it'll give me a little more space between all these fingers. Everybody sucks eggs. I mean, I guess. Everybody has a not great day. Every once in a while. important thing is to just sort of get through it. And the next day will be better. That's a good thing about bad days, is that they don't stick around forever. Inevitably, you will have a better one. Sometimes it's just sort of good to appreciate that it's not doing so great, but it just means it'll be much better soon. Part of me wants to just sort of, maybe I will do that. I'm gonna try this. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna not draw this water bottle for now, and I'm gonna try to keep some space between it and everything that's behind it. And then I'll draw the water bottle with white later and see if that helps to make it look a little more transparent. Lend one of the boys to fight everybody melee style. If it was any of them, it would be this boy. He is the one who is most likely to fight somebody. And so that's like what he does in his free time, I guess. Nope. Rent a himbo. Come on down for the low, low price. No money, so your pants smooches. That's exactly what I was thinking. The Baltimore thing, not the smooches thing. I don't know if the smooches will work. Can't really pay for bills with that, unfortunately. I feel like the world would be a much nicer place if you could, though. I don't know about all that, Link. Again, I don't really know how that pays bills exactly. Um, the same as the Baltimore thing? Is that what you mean? I don't remember that, but it's been a while since I've seen it, so maybe I'm wrong. One of the skills that pays the bills. I'll take your word for it, because again, I haven't seen that in a very long time. I guess I'll just do the background layer on here too, may as well. It's not a super crazy in-depth background situation. Actually, that's probably fine. Probably okay. Bring this up a little higher though, I think. I don't know. I'm having like a weird... I'm feeling like this is a weird tangent is what my issue is right now. But it kind of has to be. I don't know. What if I do it like this instead? I think that might fix it. fixes it a little bit. Oh, I forgot about the stretch timer. Oh man. I'm gonna stretch now and then start the timer. Ugh. Oof. Probably missed at least one in there. Tragic. Gotta stay limber or something. Better, I guess. Still doesn't feel quite right though. Adult contemporary. This is like some Adult Swim bumper music. I don't really need to be messing with that lower jawline actually, so I'm gonna stop. Sometimes I forget that he has, like, the biggest nose also. So I forget to draw it that way. Something like that, I guess. Part of me wants to do this, so I'm going to do this. Probably another one here. Maybe one like here-ish. trying to like draw in where all the darkest shadows are gonna go. I guess I'll do. I didn't really want to, but I will. It's happening now. Just fill this in regularly. His nose looks like an angry face. I've had people before say that they thought his nose was like his entire face, which I think is very funny. Flower towel. Okay. You'll probably have to remind me of that when I get to the coloring portion, because that'll be where I do that detail. I wouldn't do it with lines, because it'll be too heavy. My lines be too thick. That this is part of the couch, not part of him. It's another struggle that I will have, I'm sure, later on. Got a little wiggly on that line at the end there, but it's good enough. Yeah. Oh. I almost forgot his other piercings. I got his nose, okay. Next I'm gonna do that line. I don't know why I set that one to default for some reason. Nips are the eyes of the torso. I guess? I guess you're not wrong. That seems fine. Yeah, good enough. This whole zone is actually not fine though. Something like this, I guess. Needs to be either that way. What a smart person would do is just draw an ellipse here with the tool that lets you do that easily, but for some reason, here I am, not doing that thing that I know exists and will save me time. Yeah, that's fine. That's good enough. So now I gotta bring this all the way to the edge. That's fine. Okay. Then we gotta do... Oops. Ah. This might actually be too far, like, down for his beard. But I wanted to make sure I covered up that other line that I did before, so what I think I'm actually just gonna do is erase this. And then fix his beard a little bit. I knew as soon as I drew it, I was like, not gonna want that to be where it was. But I did it anyway. The hubris. What a fool I was. Okay. Now I can kind of bring this a little closer to where I would like it actually. Doodle. That's a little better. Bring that out a little more, I think. That's fine. Felix's hair is usually just like a whole lot of figure eights. Sort of stacked on top of each other, ramen noodle style. Some swirls kind of thrown in there. And then I'll go back and actually fill in the rest of it. Like little things like here. Good enough. Okay. Turn those off. Now for the very tedious part. I'm trying to do my best to... Diari? Diari. Diari. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it, and welcome. But I'm doing my best to follow a couple of things when doing this hair. The first is I'm trying to follow the actual curve of my wrist so that this doesn't take a bajillion years. So I can just sort of skip my pen across the screen like that. But the other thing I'm trying to pay attention to here is the curve of like his arms and whatever else. So I'm trying to think of this more of like a cylinder shape than as a flat shape. And sort of drawing these along the curve of the cylinder will help to sell the fact that it is a cylinder and not like flat. Because I could just go straight across like this, but that flattens it out immensely and immediately. So following this sort of cylinder shape helps to sell to the viewer that it is a round object that exists in space. Buns. Finally drawing Felix. It's been a while since I've drawn the boy. forgot about this arm. Trying to be like kind of consistent with how I'm placing these as well, especially when I go through large areas like this, because spots like right here where too many things all sort of stack on top of each other will appear darker and draw your eye to them a little more than what I would like right here. So it can be a little tricky to not sort of overlap these in a way that looks weird. If that makes sense. And then the other thing too is you don't want them to all be like the same super long strands the whole way through. I mean, that is usually what I do for Felix, but from a natural perspective, there would be varied lengths. Generally speaking, it's like the ones closest to like the edge, quote unquote, this outer area. If you draw like little small ones, you can kind of get away with it feeling like random placement, because every now and again you'll get random like rogue hairs that are nowhere near anything else. I'm also trying to do my best to sort of avoid like this little hooking shape that happens when I don't take my pen fully off the screen when I draw this shape. Because what I'm basically doing is just drawing a squiggly line like this, but I'm trying to pick my pen up when I get to like these areas on the edges where it would sort of curve. So if I don't pick up my pen fast enough, you get those little hooked things, which kind of, not always, but sometimes detracts from what you're trying to draw. And I usually give him, like I said, some random smaller rogue hairs up here on his face as well. Oh, stretch time. Okay, back at it. But yeah, in the case of like his beard especially, this sort of helps it to feel a little bit more natural, like it's on his face and not just like some clip art kind of stuck on top. Now, it does still look like that sometimes, admittedly, because of this. But sometimes these little things can help to sort of unify everything, I guess. Good enough. Friend you can always depend on. Yeah. Good night, Yin Yang. Thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna do this now before I forget about it. Let me turn this on really quick. Let me do a color that I can actually see first. I can turn that off. The important thing that I'm trying to get with that particular line is that no matter how he's holding this bottle, the water itself will be level within it. And it's not a full bottle of water, so just kind of pick a spot in the middle somewhere. I'm trying to fill this in now because it'll be easier to see. This is just going to be like a transparency later. I'll probably do like some blending mode nonsense or something. The other thing too is I'm trying to leave a space between the liquid and the outer edge of the container it's in. I don't know exactly why, like, I guess it's just like the illusion of a thing. I was like sitting on a cable. The illusion of like a, let's say like here, of like a clear container. Oh dang, I thought I made this a new layer. It's the illusion of a clear container having some depth to it, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like if you look at a glass, the thickness of the glass will sort of make it look as if you're just looking at it from afar, look like the liquid inside the glass is not actually coming all the way to the edge, but that's only because it's the glass itself that you're seeing. What am I doing? This. No. I lied. Gotta do that again. This. And then this. Set that to like that, I guess. Just gotta put all those things together. let's fill in his skin tone. Set this as a clipping mask. I can cook these up so that I'm not getting lost. So I don't need those really. Actually, before I do this, let me just do this background really fast. Let's see, this? No. This? I feel like the last couple of drawings I've done have been like sunset looking. So maybe actually let's not do that. Let's try this color instead. I actually don't hate this, so I'm gonna leave it. Kinda down with it. I'll turn these off for now so I can see what I'm doing. Absolutely nitpicking right there. Did not need to really do anything to that, but oh well. Not terrible. So this is our background. And this is skin tone. Annie, thank you. Such a gracious host. I'll probably have to do a similar lighting thing to this like skin tone layer and stuff that I'm doing here once I get there. I remembered that it wasn't part of the couch. Or, you know what I mean. I'll turn those off for a second. I keep almost forgetting about his tattoo, so part of me wants to just do it right now before I forget again. I don't think I will. Oh wait, what am I even doing? I don't even need to fill that in. reason, I guess. And then I'll probably need to fill in just where the water bottle is, like a light color of some kind. Just for the sake of adding some dimension. Let me turn this off, actually. Nope. Nitpicking again. Don't really need to worry about that, but I saw it, so I figured I'd fix it. Set this to darken, turn it down a little. Let's come up here. We'll do this color. Probably gonna go just slightly over the line here. And then I will just grab this line art there and erase that portion of it, I guess. It'll make sense when I get there. Mostly just kind of thinking out loud at this point. Probably set this to like screen or something. So like this. Just so that everything beneath it has like a little bit of a color change to it, even if it's not the parts that are going to be obscured in any way. And also, I guess while I'm here, I'll do this. Where's that other? This one. Let's try this. Already, this is too dark. I'll probably grab that same color as the label. Sort of mix it with this color that I'm using now. Should get us like a decent happy medium. Whoops. fine, I guess. Call this water, just so I don't forget about it. Okay. Gotta do... oh. Multiply. Over here, and then over here. Turn those down just a little bit. Turn up low. Now let's do this. I can turn this background back on actually before I forget about that. Should help me pick the colors a little better. You can see them in context with everything else. Clipping mask. I need pants. That's what I need for this boy. Let's try this color and see what happens.
It's some new technique. Must be. One year after 2 mouths.
How are you, turnip? How's the pup? So cute. I'm glad to hear it. The old dogs never liked the new dogs. I used to dog sit for my aunt and uncle all the time before they moved far away. They always had a bunch of dogs. And it was always pretty funny to see the older dogs and the younger dogs interacting. One of the older ones was very big. She was a golden retriever. But she would act like a very small dog. Would constantly be trying to lay on top of me all the time when I came over. I was like, no. But then the little dogs would come over and do the same thing, and because they were little, it was not a big deal. So then the big dog would get upset. She'd come back over and try to do the same. And it didn't work the same. She did not like that very much. Okay, so we gotta put some flowers on this thing. Let's try this color and then white maybe? Yeah, it's always a good time when the big dogs don't really act like big dogs. It's also usually pretty funny when the little dogs don't understand that they're small and they just want to be the big dogs. But it's you're very tiny. I don't think you fully understand. I can just pick you up and place you somewhere. Clipping mask. What did I say? Let's try this. Try this and see how it goes. Gonna yeet. I'm not sure if that's in reference to the dogs or if you mean you're gonna leave. But either way. Oh, okay. Then yes. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful week. Talking about dogs. Why did I do this to myself? Why did I have to go in 5 petals? What's wrong with me? Punishing me for my hubris. No. But the sun was so warm. Let me just fly a little bit higher. The stretch alarm. Alright, hold on, let me actually fix this really quick before I do that. Okay. I was just gonna do a very, very quick one, and I was like, well, let me actually stretch. No benefit to me if I cheated. You know, much of this I still have to do. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna try flipping this and see if that helps me to get a better placement on some of these. This way. Instead. These are starting to look less and less like flower petals, but at this point I'm just trying to get them on here in a way that I don't like hate. Yeah, I feel you, Turnip. It's why I try to avoid patterns for clothes, like, as much as possible. Stripes are like a surprisingly huge pain in the butt, and those are like the extent that I will do for patterns. Unless it's like a bunch of like easily repeatable symbols. Like I've done heart patterns a few times, and those are generally not so bad. Hearts are pretty easy if you're like slacking like I do. Because with hearts you basically just draw a V, but with like a thick enough brush, if you're drawing it small enough, it's basically a heart every time. At least in a like pattern specific kind of way. Like if you want it to actually look like good hearts, that's not the way to do it. But if you're like me and you're just rushing to get it done, that's not a bad way to go. Plaid's also kind of a pain. It's not as bad though. It's just basically stripes, but like times 3. So it's not like the end of the world. Generally, plaid tends to look a little bit better than stripes for me, because you can kind of disguise your mistakes a little bit. Because people will get so distracted by the plaidness, they'll be like, oh, look at that. And not, these lines don't line up. Alternatively, you could just do the, I feel like there's a name for it, but I'm just gonna call it the chowder technique, because chowder is the first show that came to mind that does this, where you basically just have like a flat texture and then put it behind your character every time. In animation, it looks kind of goofy because your character will move and the pattern will stay where it is. But sometimes it can be like a charming little aesthetic choice, so it's kind of neat. But chowder is like the first thing that I could think of that does it consistently for like everything. There'll be like really, really complex patterns. I guess that's fine. Gotta make patterns on Clip Studio. Yeah! Making patterns in general is really fun. You could do it on basically any drawing program. Maybe I'll have to make a pattern at some point on here. They're kind of neat. What was that color I had before? I think it was this, but I'm gonna use this instead. Turn that down. Yeah. Sure. Okay. That is this friend. And so now, to save time, we're just gonna use this color and do all the lighting on the same layer. Yeah, Chowder was a fun show. I enjoyed it. Just gonna bring this whole thing. Oops. Here. haven't really sat down to watch like a cartoon in a minute. By cartoon, I just mean like a non-anime thing that's animated. I want to say the last one I watched was Craig of the Creek. If you haven't seen Craig of the Creek, by the way, very, very good. Highly recommend. Think like Recess, but with like a creek outside. And not just like a playground at recess. It's basically the same, like, premise. Man, I kind of want to watch Craig of the Creek now. Maybe I'll watch it after I finish the stream. What a novel idea. Nope. Probably gonna have to darken this. I didn't want to, but time has come. The time has come. Anything but that, no. The horror. It's not dark enough. May have to darken up this line art even more. Just go full black. Just to make sure that I'm not losing any details. really what should be happening here is that I'm using where we placed those flowers before to sort of inform how these folds actually go, but I'm not really thinking about it as much as I should be. Which is unfortunate for me. But also, it's not that big of a deal. You know? Life's too short. Sure. Sure, why not good enough? Motto of the day. The shadows for Felix's chests become extraordinarily important because it can be very easy to lose all of the details from the lines and stuff because of all the fuzz in the way. What I would normally do is have have his body hair be on a lower opacity than his regular hair, but because there's so much of it, it would be very noticeably not the same color, and that's not quite what I want for him. Face? Fake? Fake? Face? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful time. I'm gonna have to go in and put some stuff on top of this water bottle as well. I forgot that the water bottle was above the shadows that I'm doing right now. What a tragedy for me. Whoops. See you later, Turnip. Thanks for hanging out. I hope your pup is good and follows directions. Have company, need to be more sociable. Why have you not been more sociable this whole time? You can watch your random internet friend anytime. You have people over. Go be with those people. See you later. Sure. Just like this. I always want to try and get some detail in for like pants folds. But I also don't want to do like too many of them and then have it look like Dragon Ball Z pants. If that makes sense. That's how I used to draw pants. It was very much like Dragon Ball Z. So every time it starts to feel too much like that, I'm like, I'm doing Dragon Ball Z pants right now. I need to stop. Speaking of stopping, the stretch alarm. We done did it. Another stretch in the books. Another one down. My mic is not in the right spot now, though. Unfortunate for me. This whole zone, I think, is basically going to be shadow behind him, so just going to fill in this whole spot. I got rid of the stretch and the hydrate rewards, Micah. Because what I'm doing instead is every 25 minutes, I have an alarm set to go off on my phone where I get up and stretch and drink something. It's actually been pretty nice. It's a lot more like consistent. So I find that I'm slightly less tired after the stream because I'm actually like getting up and stretching and stuff. Because usually when I draw, I'm like sitting in my bed basically, or in a chair like right next to my bed usually. So when I'm drawing, I tend to move around a lot between like actually sitting up or like laying down. I can't really do that while streaming, so I tend to get very like stiff feeling and very tired, which is why those rewards were there to begin with. But they were kind of inconsistent, because I would have to like wait for someone to do the thing. And I could have just done it on my own, really, but it always kind of felt like I should wait. So instead I just got rid of them and just doing it at the mercy of Father Time now, I guess. I'm gonna fill it in. It's more distracting than anything. Something like that. Yeah. I'm just gonna do a little bit over here. Not a whole lot. Where's that water bottle at? Here we go. Here we go. Just down a little bit more. Okay. Something like that. That's a little better. Grab this. Clear this. Turn it down a little bit more. Yeah. Or why not? I've got time. I was debating on if I wanted to do another pass on the lighting to do like a highlight layer. I have enough time, so I will. This should thing. Oh, there's two separate things. Something like this, I guess. Oh, I'll need to do one on the water bottle. I was gonna add it there, but then I remembered it's on its own layer. I can't. That. Guess I need to do some for here. I can't see that as well anymore. I'm gonna turn the opacity down on this at some point, but for now I'm gonna leave it way up because I need to very clearly see what I'm doing. Mostly because I'm trying to go through this kind of quickly. It's a little bit easier to go very fast when you can very clearly see what it is that you are putting down. You know? Lex, hello. Oh, you haven't been here since we've been to the beach? Hope your attractiveness doesn't distract from the picture. It'll be a difficult struggle, but I believe we can pull through. Yeah, I'll put some up here. Why not? Yeah. here. But if you haven't been here since the beach, I guess you also haven't seen the new emotes. But got some bear emotes now. They're delightful coral bears. That's fine. That's good enough for this. Something like that. Last time you were at a beach was 4 to 5 years ago. It was windy. Oh no. I also haven't been to a beach in a long time now that I'm thinking about it. What was that thing? Oh yeah. Gotta do. Literally the whole reason for this thing on his head. These lines are probably a little too thick for this, but it's fine. Two weeks ago, but you didn't go to the beach, you were on a pier. That's close enough, I think. I think that still counts. With the BF. Did you guys have like a romantic Hallmark movie moment? I hope so. I want that for y'all. That would be a delight. Minus the kiss. It's not how Hallmark movies go. I'm kidding. So that's lovely. I'll put one here. Set this to color dodge, I guess. Just gonna turn it down. What I would do normally is put like some shadow behind this. It's like sweat layer, I guess. I'm kind of worried that it'll make things a little too busy, so I'm not going to do that, actually. So instead, I'm gonna put everything together. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Gotta put in our... Oh wait, I used this color before. Do that instead. Blur everything. Set that to color dodge, I guess. Come up here, we'll grab this instead of our actual, what we're using, thingy. That's a multiply. It's probably fine. Here, we'll put another smaller one down here. Set that to color dodge also. Sorry if I'm like moving very, very quickly for this portion. I just kind of do this for most of my drawings, so it goes a little quickly. But basically what I'm doing is I'm grabbing the same sort of colors that I was using before to do my lighting stuff, and just sort of adding a gradient of it above everything else to sort of enhance the lighting, I guess. So you look as an example of like how it looks with it on and with it off. Camera doesn't pick it up as great, but it makes a bigger difference when you can see it on the screen. Plus, it affects this next step, which is I'm gonna grab everything, flatten it, and then start adding some gradient maps to things. And when there's a bunch of gradients already on top, the gradient maps are a little more effective. Try a soft light for this one. And this one actually maybe not to like overlay. Yeah. Again, it's not coming through as much on the camera, but trust me when I tell you that there's a difference. You'll have to go see it on Twitter or Instagram after for the full experience, I guess. Let's see, where am I gonna put this at? Let's go with this color and we'll put it right here. That to like add, I guess. Yeah. Group everything up again, and then flatten it, turn those other things off. Grab us a small round brush. Come down here and delete a pixel. That's a boy. We done did it. Wow. Amazing. So yeah. Thanks for chilling out with me, everybody. As I kind of mentioned a second ago, as always, you can find the full finished version of this on Twitter or Instagram. And stuff. Also, a thing I haven't really been promoting on social media yet, but I should. If you want to watch the full VODs of these later on, the most recent one you have to subscribe here to see, but everything else you'll be able to find on my YouTube channel. So that's where I'm going to put those now. In case anyone wants to watch it later for whatever reason. We're gonna raid Bear Boy because he is also drawing. right now. So we're gonna go hang out and say hi, I guess. But yeah, thanks for chilling and hanging out, everybody. It's been a real fun time as always. I should be back again on Wednesday, I guess. There is a link on the channel if you scroll down, Micah. That'll take you to Chill Hop, their website, where you can find all of their music. But that is basically where all the music comes from. Should be, like, if you scroll down a little bit, it'll be down there. But yeah. I should be back on Wednesday, probably, maybe. And until then, I hope everyone has a wonderful week. And stuff.
No, I'm trying to. Yeah, we can do that.
So until then, farewell, everybody. I'm gonna speed this up just so we get to the end by the time the raid starts. Wow, we did it. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good night. Suppressed all emotions so my mind stay focused. Third eye perceptions make them chakras open. One again. All I do is kick incredibly dope shit. Posted in the basement while sipping a potion. Suppressed all emotions so my mind stay focused. Third eye perceptions make them chakras open. Yeah. Built from the bottom with a solid foundation. Mixing liquid with beats and that's a real combination. Eyes awaken, lost in lyrics concentrating. Give my life to this music, that's the chance I'm taking. Never had shit, I had to fit in on my own. Visions of getting crowned, then approaching the throne. Etched in stone, so this name will live forever. The cheddar ain't important, it's the people I treasure. Lovers never fall, we just gotta look to find it.